Okay, I'm back. And, life has been kind of tough lately. I slipped and fell while clearing off some ice and doing some other stuff, and hurt my leg, so I had to go to the doctor. He gave me some high high dosage aspirin, so if I seem a little wonky, that's the reason why. So let's get this video started. This is a video that's just going to be me talking about some stupid shit people have been saying on the webs in the YouTube gaming community, and basically why it's stupid and what in reality it should be. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we are. Basically, this is just gonna be a video where I'm talking about stupid shit that people have been saying. It's been floating around the YouTube gaming community, and the first one, or two, the first topic I'm gonna hit is going to be about this Microsoft bullshit and paying people off to say good things about their games. And everyone's like, oh, I can't believe they did that. Really? Seriously? You can't believe Microsoft would pay someone to chat up how good their certain games are. Look, listen, okay? This is an obvious thing, okay? It's recently come out that EA's been doing the same thing too. I will leave a link in the description for EA doing it. Why are you surprised? I mean, we've all seen games come out from EA and Microsoft, especially EA, that were shit, and people said, oh, it's great, the multiplayer, blah blah blah, and you played it and it's like, this game is a piece of shit. Okay, why are we surprised? Money changed hands and people got paid, and that's why they said that this game was awesome, or it was a must-buy, or it was a seminal work of video game architecture, when anyone who played the game, who was even slightly impartial, was like, this game is a piece of shit. So, yeah, not surprising, okay? Now, the sad thing is that people don't seem to realize that, that's just the way things are. That's just the way things are. I mean, it's sad. In some cases, it's illegal because it's collusion, okay? But like I said, why are people surprised? Oh, well, because in both of these cases, EA and Microsoft's little bullshit, paying people to review their games, to give them good review scores, they can't mention any of the bad shit about their games. Now, let's look at the games that have been reviewed, okay? All of the launch games for Xbox One. Rise, Son of Rome. It's a fucking dial-a-combo graphical showcase. No real gameplay, just looks nice. Now, if you're a graphic whore, I guess it's a good thing, even though it's 900p, 60 frames per second. Can't even get up to 1080p, but whatever. If you're a graphic whore. Me, I'm not. I like gameplay over everything else. And since the gameplay of this game is shit, why? But you had certain people in this community, oh, it's not that bad, it's fun, it's an interesting game. Fuck you, the game was a piece of shit. Okay? Killer Instinct 3, okay? A game that has 2 playable characters, and not even all 8 playable characters are available, and no arcade mode. It's like a third of a game, okay? I mean, seriously? They should have delayed that game until it was complete and then put it on the system. But they needed to have a launch. They needed to have a certain amount of launch games when the shit came out. But anyway, the fact that Microsoft decided to put 33% of a game as a launch title tells you it's a piece of shit. Okay, and yet you had people in this community. Oh, it's not that bad. It's not. Yes. Let me put it this way. How about we basically use a level playing field for everyone? Okay. If Capcom put out a Street Fighter game and it only had 12 playable characters, but right off the bat only like 3 of those playable characters were available and there was no arcade mode, people would have their foot so far up Capcom's ass that they couldn't even breathe. And yet Microsoft gets a pass? I don't understand that. But I mean, you know, we had people in this community, oh, well, it's I'm looking forward to Killer Instinct. Fuck you, it's a piece of shit. Okay? Moving on. Okay? What other piece of shit launch title did they have for the Xbox One? Forza. When you make a sequel to something, you're normally pushing the envelope forward. But in Forza, you actually have less available cars and tracks than you had in the previous Forza game for the Xbox 360. Enough said. So, I mean, why are people surprised? I mean, that's the thing that gets me. I mean, like, did we need... I mean, we had the results, okay, that something shady was going on because people were giving positive reviews to games that we knew were garbage. And I know some people are going to say, well, how could you tell that a game was garbage? You hadn't played it. Let me tell you something. I'm an old school gamer. I grew up playing NES, SNES, N64. This was before, you know, and my parents didn't spring for a Nintendo Power thing. So basically, video game magazines weren't really that helpful for me at that age. You know what I had to do? I had to fucking look at a game and say, I had to hone my video game senses, kind of like Spidey senses, or if you're black, racism senses. I had to hone my video game senses, okay? I had to tell, is this game going to be good or not? And I must say, it's not 100% foolproof, but it's 90% foolproof. I can tell you a game's going to be shitty or not. 90% of the time. And 90% of the time, I'm right, okay? Yeah, okay? Those rare 10%, games like Shaq Fu, that was early on. Lester the Unlikely, Flashback, Enter the Beast. Oh god, Enter the Beast, what a shitty game. So, yeah. I know what I'm talking about. So, you know, that's just some stupid shit been going on around the internet. The second thing, stupid ass shit that's been going around is that you have people who are thinking, well, it's not that bad. Well, yeah, it is. Look, I live in Virginia, okay? We just got a new governor, okay? Terry McAuliffe. But the previous governor was Robert McDonald. Ronald McDonald, or Bob McDonald. And this guy, I mean, he was basically taking money, huge sums of money, from some lobbyist who belonged to this company called Star Scientific. Now, here's the thing. Even if you don't explicitly say that you want someone to do something for you, if someone gives you money, they're expecting something from you. Even if they don't tell you something, it's implied. So, you know, these people who were taking massive sums of money in order to review games for Microsoft or EA, because in the description field you'll see an article where EA was doing the same shit, they were expecting a certain thing, okay? In this case, people hyping up their shitty games that people knew were shit, okay? And stupid that people did not expect this. That people were so naive that, oh, I can't believe. Really? Microsoft? Microsoft. This is the company that throws money at everything. And they've done some dirty shit. Okay? These are the people who, at Nintendo's E3 events at Best Buys, they sent employees there to put the kibosh on people. You know what? Fuck Microsoft and fuck EA. And as a matter of fact, fuck Sony too. Now, I'm going to get into the main topic after the cut, where I'll be talking about stupid shit that people have been saying about Nintendo. There we go. Okay, here we go. Stupid shit. Okay, fine then. There are 3 stupid things that I've been hearing people say around this YouTube community about Nintendo and their financial difficulties. I'm not going to call them woes, because any company that has $11.6 billion in the bank, and that's just like cash, okay, and yen and other types of money in the bank. That's not talking about all the other shit that they have that they could sell before shit starts to get dire. And that's not touching their IPs either, okay? But I don't see that happening, because that'd be what Sony did with Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon. They sold that shit to Activision because the PS3 was a belly flop on concrete. But anyway, that's aside from the point. 3 stupid ass things I've been hearing people say in this community, and I'm going to debunk them right now about Nintendo. Number 1, Nintendo should put their games on smartphones, because that's just brilliant. Okay. First of all, this is a business model from like 3 years ago, and it was shit then and it's dead now. Okay? Capcom, Square Enix, and yeah, Capcom and Square Enix are the big Japanese companies that have been putting their shit on smartphones. You know how much money they make off of it? Very little. Want to know why? Because they have to. Why would I, as a smartphone owner, why would I spend $15 on Final Fantasy VI on smartphone when I can download an emulator on my phone for free and play it for free? Why would I do that? That's fucking stupid. Okay? 2. Okay? Have you ever played any of these games on a smartphone? Play like shit. These games were built for controllers, not for a little fucking screen and a touchpad. Okay? 3. Basically, putting your top tier games like Final Fantasy and Street Fighter and, 1941, 1942, 1944, AF, Mega Man, Brave, all that type of shit. Putting that type of shit on a smartphone basically devalues your IP. Okay? Unless your IP started on a smartphone and it's always been on a smartphone, it devalues your IP. Okay? And that leads me to my second point. Okay? Think about this, okay? Nintendo basically makes, let's say $5 on the 3DS for every Mario game they sell. Like, basically, if you don't have a digital deluxe or ambassador program or whatever. Because all the games that I have heard various people talk about, oh, $8.99 is too much for Earthbound, $7.99 is too much for this game. Yeah, I got Earthbound. Yeah, I paid $8.99 for Earthbound, but for Metroid, for Super Metroid, 30 cents. Because I got my shit early. I got in on the ground floor, motherfuckers. But that's aside from the point. Okay? Let's say Nintendo puts their games on the iPhone, okay? And the Android market, okay? They're competing against people who are free to play and 99 cents. So that means they'd have to lower the price of their Mario games to like $1, which means they aren't getting nearly as much profit because it's a fucking dollar, okay? They were selling it on $5 when people had to buy their hardware to play their software. They were making all that money. Now they're losing that hardware component, which is really where they make a lot of their money, selling their hardware and selling their software, because it's that dual conjunction, okay? Are you fucking retarded? Are you fucking... I mean, has anyone forgotten how Square Enix has been losing money out their ass, porting shit over that didn't sell to iPhones like 2-3 years ago? Capcom losing money, porting shit over to smartphones 2-3 years ago? Have people forgotten that? Yes, they have. Which brings me to the second stupid ass shit I've heard people saying about Nintendo. Nintendo needs to drop the Wii U. Really? Really? And say fuck you to the 5.5 million people who actually have Wii U's? Are you fucking retarded? Seriously, are you fucking retarded? Not to mention all the programmers and people who are making games for this system. Okay? Are you fucking retarded? I mean, that's basically like someone saying, oh, well, you know, you've got 100 hours, credit worth of hours, in your bachelor's degree towards this particular major. You need to drop that major and do something else. Are you fucking retarded? I got a few more. I got like 50 some hours left. Shit, I'm not drunk. I can't. It's too late to turn back now. Okay. Are you, seriously, are you, really? Really? Seriously? Really? Are you, really? Are you that dumb? Seriously? Really? Really? Okay, let's break this down, okay? Nintendo can tweak the Wii U. No, they are not going to drop the gamepad. The gamepad is what makes their system unique, okay? They can tweak other things, like they can increase the online, they can make it more robust, they can increase the functionality. For example, they can make it so that you don't have to use a gamepad for some of the VC games. You can use you don't have to use the Wii U remote for the Wii remote for the Wii mode using your gamepad. You can just use the gamepad. If they can figure out that, if they can figure that shit out, that would really help. If they can completely unify the eShop. So if you buy Donkey Kong on your 3DS, you have Donkey Kong on your Wii U. If you buy Super Mario Land on your Game Boy, on your 3DS, you have it on your Wii U, and vice versa. Okay, if you have River City Ransom on your Wii U or Wii, it transfers over. You can get the shit on your 3DS. That would be smart. Okay, but they aren't gonna fucking drop the gamepad. They aren't gonna fucking drop the system. Are you fucking retarded? There's too much invested in it by now. Okay. Not to mention, it's a big fuck you to the people who bought it. Seriously? Which brings me to my third stupid shit thing that I've heard floating around this community. And that is, well, Nintendo's working on their new console. Nintendo always works on their new consoles and handhelds after they establish the new one. As soon as the 3DS started taking off, the year before last, they were already thinking about what they're going to do for their next handheld. That's how Nintendo works, okay? Like, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. Remember when the Game Boy came out, right? Everyone's like, this would be great if it was backlit and it had color. When the Game Boy really started to hit its stride in like the late 80s, Gunpei Yokoi was already working on a color version. Just the technology wasn't cheap enough and there yet for them to really do it, okay? That's just how it is. Nintendo's always been like that. They've been working on the shit for years. Like, we saw the Wii U. Oh, this is really nice. They had been working on that shit for like 5 or 6 years. Well, like, at least 5 years, okay? Use your brains, think ahead, okay? Nintendo is not about to introduce a new system so quickly. Like, they aren't going to introduce a new system for, let's see, if Iwata can get the Wii U off the ground, and I think he can, he's going to have to make some changes. I don't know what the changes are going to be. I never try and guess what Nintendo is going to do, because Nintendo is like a fox. They're crazy, like a fox, okay? And the one thing you have to know about a fox is there's nothing more dangerous than a cornered fox, okay? Because they're crazy. But that's aside from the point, okay? Iwata's gonna get, if the Iwata gets the Wii U off the ground, they're gonna at least let that shit run for 5-6 years. So we're not gonna see a new console until 2017. Some people are saying 2016. I'm saying 2017, and I'll tell you why. Because I think this next time that Iwata's going to run, that Nintendo's going to launch a new console, I think they're going to say fuck the third parties, and they're going to basically have a robust Nintendo lineup of great games. In which they're right, because third parties really stabbed Nintendo in the back on this one. A lot of it, I'd say 50% of it was their fault, but the other 50% was them getting stabbed in the back by all these third parties. Even the so-called Nintendo fans who said that we need to support some of them that were giving us half-ass support, which is kind of like someone paying you a backhanded compliment. Well, I'll help you out when you haven't burned enough yet. When they reach third degree, then I'll help you out. Okay, that's basically what they've been doing. Okay, and we get shit like Ubisoft with their fucking, well, we're gonna delay Rayman Legends, put it on everything. You know what? Fuck you, Ubisoft. You know, Square Enix. Oh, we're not gonna put Kingdom Hearts or port over a decent RPG, or, you know, bring over Dragon Quest X. Oh, no, fuck that. We're gonna give you an overpriced port of Deus Ex Human Revolution. Really? Really? Oh god. I'm beginning to see why Hiroshi Yamauchi just really fucking hated you people. Okay? EA just left the party entirely, and you know what? Seeing the quality of games coming out of EA launch games that came out from EA for the PS3 and the PS4 and the Xbox One, I don't feel like I'm missing much. You know, Battlefield 4, broken, glitchy piece of shit. NBA Live 14, piece of shit. The only decent game they had was FIFA. Madden was a piece of shit too. I mean, you know. So, I mean, you know, the only companies that really didn't show their asses was Warner Brothers and Traveler's Tales Fusion Studios with Lego City. That came out when it was supposed to come out. Sega with Sonic Racing 2, Racing Transformed, which came out when it was supposed to come out. But other than that, we get nothing but bullshit. And you know what? It's time for Nintendo to basically take care of themselves. Continue to build their strong support with their third parties. I mean, with their indie studios, and really, you know, I think that they're gonna pull shit. They're gonna turn shit around, because let me tell you something. A lot of these people who have jumped on the Nintendo fan wagon basically got on with the Wii. Oh, I love the Wii. The Wii is great. Let me tell you something. I've been a Nintendo fan since the beginning, okay? Since I was a little kid, okay? Played on an NES, started with the SNES. Went back and got an NES with a lot of games, okay? NES, SNES, N64, GameCube, Wii, now the Wii U. I'm Nintendo for life, son. Okay, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS, 5 fucking handhelds, and I even have a Virtual Boy. So technically 6 handhelds, whatever. Okay, my point being is this. Okay, Let me tell you something. I've been with Nintendo a long time. Never, ever, ever underestimate a desperate Nintendo. Okay? Because people been fucking with their money. You mess with Nintendo's money, shit's about to get rough. Shit's about to get rough. And for all you dumbass people that keep on saying stupid ass shit, Nintendo should put their shit on, should put their games on smartphone. Fuck you, buy a 3DS. Fuck you, buy a 3DS and fucking play the games, motherfucker. Like the rest of us. You want to play Zelda? Buy the fucking 3DS. You want to play the Wii U Zelda? Buy a fucking Wii U. You want to play Smash Brothers? Your ass better fucking go and buy a 3DS or a Wii U, motherfucker. Go suck it. Get on my nerves with you people. Always bitching. Look, I want to play Persona 5. I have a PS3. I want to play Dragon Age Inquisition and Mass Effect 4. I got a PS3 because they're coming out for Xbox One and PS4, but the install base isn't going to be that high. So EA is covering their asses and putting shit out on last gen consoles as well. So I'm good. I'll be able to play those games because I have that system, okay? For you people who keep on saying Nintendo needs to put their shit on other people's systems, fuck you. That is the stupidest shit I've ever seen before in my life. Stop saying it. You people are intelligent individuals. Act like it and stop being stupid. And think before you speak. Don't do knee-jerk reactions. Really delve deeply into the reasoning behind why something is a good or bad idea. Don't listen to some asshole on the internet and who wrote an article said something. Oh, they need to do that. Fuck you, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay? I'm sorry for the foul language. I'm a little doped up with the drugs they gave me for the pain. So, you guys have a good day. That's the end of this video.